ice. That's a switch. All this that ice run through my veins, I never miss. Quota is a trillion, need that back so I get rich. That's a switch to a lead. On my grinding, trying to find a way to.
Chris, your director, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Well, Charles, he's our actor.
What's going on, homie?
Keep it really loose. We'll take you through it one scene at a time.
And action.
Hey, what's up, Pete?
Luca, how you doing, man?
Hey, I've been watching your games, and I'm really impressed.
A terrific look at the city of... And
hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the one. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Brooks. Then... making some changes. Saric has checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Bridges, and it's Payne in for Booker. Suns have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Allen surveying the D. Now, here's Cobb. Kicks it out to Allen. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. The 3. Rebound by the Suns. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
Going against a conference opponent, one that outplayed them head-to-head last season, a chance for payback.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings,
one thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Grizzlies have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Morant and Allen at the guard spots. Cobb is out there with AI. And it's Tillman in at 7. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, this team knows to feed Cobb every chance they get. He's just so reliable.
Paul passes to Saric. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Kaminsky. Morant kicks to Cobb. And good that time.
Sweet touch from the mid-range. I like when Cobb takes advantage there.
Now here's Payne, defended by Allen. Payne passes to Saric. Dishes it to Paul. Payne looking around. And no good that time. Excellent D there from Allen.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Timeout called, the Suns. Hey, Brent, last postseason, we saw some teams have heated exchanges internally after tough losses. Does that happen very often?
If there's something, Kevin, that you feel you're capable of doing, and there's...
One half, it hasn't even been close. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here. Checked in for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Brooks. Phoenix also making some changes. Torrey Craig comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Payne in for Chris Paul. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Then it's Payne. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Craig in at the 4 slot. Passes it to Bridges. Ayton inside. Working on AI.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. And AI throws it down.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball was right there.
Sharge checked in for the Suns. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. If Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity.
The pass to Melton. To the paint. Here's AI. Up and in on the layup. AI's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And Booker kicks to Craig. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
AI dishes to Morant. Melton feeling it out a bit. Jackson passes to AI. To the inside. And he slams it right down on top of Frank Kaminsky.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Payne passes to Saric. Back to Payne. Inside. Changes up. The shot by Saric, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A nice shot by AI.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Booker outside. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Craig. Pass to Payne. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's minutes on Jaren Jackson. Changes for Phoenix. Crowder, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne.
One shot.
Morant, no good on the free throw. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. They've got John Morant. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with AI. Then it's Brooks, and it's Melton in at shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, Booker filling it up quickly here tonight. You got to respect the versatility, especially how dangerous he is on the offensive end.
Brooks with the bounce pass. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Booker looking around. 9 feet out. Misses off the right iron. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant outside. Brooks outside. Down low, AI. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jaren Jackson.
Well, the tone was set by him defensively tonight. Recorded a number of blocks, and that was a big difference maker, intimidating the other team.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. It's tipped. Feeds to Saric. Good, nice job down low.
Well, Saric on the inside has really good quality footwork.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Allen outside. Back to Jones. And here is Allen. Outside, Jones. Over Carter. Jones, no luck. Carter looking around. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew. Thank you.
I ghost a couple summers, don't I? Got it looking mighty easy for a come up, don't I? Dream so big that my ideas are hard to stomach, don't I? Yeah. Got it jumping 10 years later, don't I? Execute so well, I bet they think I'm
Really impressed.
Now you're trying to craft him into like a better player.
And action.
Appreciate you, Luka. Thank you, man.
You know what's gonna happen is next time you'd be like asking for more takes, like a professional actor. It's gonna be great. You did an amazing job.
Thank you. Did,
You
bro.
really did.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, thank you.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this fun. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, and
Thanks, David. And two conference rivals scoring off tonight. You know, Steve, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does. These two teams have had their battles in the...
Whole new 5 on the floor. The Grizzlies have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
You know, Cobb was born ready for the NBA. Everywhere he goes, he's the one to watch, and with good reason. He's truly a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
Porter dishes to Bradley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant. Steve, the days of Avery Bradley being a scorer are probably over. I mean, he scored in the mid-teens, we know that, but now I think they value his defense as much as his scoring.
You're right, Kevin. Avery Bradley will rely on his athleticism, especially to get to the rim to score. With his injuries and change in situation, the chances, they just haven't been there. But he's still an effective player. We just won't see his scoring outbursts as often.
To the middle. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
AI passes to Cobb. Here's Melton. To the inside. A nice shot by AI.
They are just killing them on the interior.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Allen against Porter. Here's Bradley. And it's Melton with the rebound. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
And so it's hit. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Bradley. He's out there with Porter, and it's House in at the 4.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. It doesn't go for him. Bradley with some nice D. Porter in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Porter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The 3. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got 5.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's Porter. It's House outside. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. So that brings the first half to a close. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route. Is checked in for Jaren Jackson. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The pass to Olynyk. Over AI. Olynyk can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Dillon Brooks out there with AI. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Count that one. He's got 6.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Wall against Morant. The 11-footer. Here's Olynyk. Got a piece of it. Morant outside. AI. And AI throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. All against Morant. Wall's shot is off.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Here's Melton, covered by Wall. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Brooks. Free throw good, AI. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Porter kicks to Bradley. Shoots over Morant. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bradley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Anderson outside, pass to Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is as good as it gets.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jackson. AI comes in for Cobb. And it's Dillon Brooks in for Anderson. Grizzlies trail by 8. Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got Olynyk all out there with Gordon, and it's Tate in at the 3 spot. Valanciunas, good.
Valanciunas just shrugging off the contact there to finish the play.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Timeout called, the Rockets. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, John Wall.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The Rockets making a switch here. Woods checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Morant reaches to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Ball against Morant. Wall, good. Wall's got 19 points.
I'll tell you, when Wall is scoring like this, it's special to watch. A spectacular, explosive performance.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 6. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Brooks, the pass to Melton. Inside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for AI.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Here's Wall. No good off the back of the rim. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. AI with the bucket. AI's got 4 this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Back to Morant to tie it up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team. No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 1. Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Olynyk. It falls!
The hustle, the energy. It's why Olynyk is out here. Great work.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Brooks. from about 19 feet. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
A big shot maker in college, Brooks has proven his value in the biggest moment.
And regulation now complete. We will go to... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip off. Close game sees Memphis take this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
For that, said they want my so they could order the you never know so no can do no can do no can do not me can't go I call your phone, you ain't answer yours. I ain't going for the bull like a matador. You text me if I don't reply quick, you trip. I'm Hefe, I'm the highest on the list. Kick it like judo, the numero uno. Yes, I'm the highness. My house so far back in the woods that can't nobody find us. My driveway so long that you can run out of gas. Keep asking me for money, you need to get off your I can't go for that. No can do. No can do. I can't go for that.